We're just gonna get into this. Welcome back to the channel. This is a new series that we're watching. If you're new, welcome. We're gonna watch. What is it called? It's just Legend of Vox Machina. A little background. I'm obviously familiar with D&D. I'm familiar with Vox Machina themselves. I don't know when I started. I think I started Critical Role around episode 40 or 50 of the first campaign. And I only watched the first campaign. I tried out the second campaign for like 10 episodes. It just wasn't, something was just not gelling with me, or maybe it was just my attention span at that time. Because ever since that sort of era of when, like 2017 at the latest, I just haven't been able to do campaigns, like watching campaigns. So, anyways, point is, this place has this campaign in particular has a very special place in my heart. I really don't remember if it's the chicken or the egg for me. I can't remember if I played D&D before I found Critical Role, or if I found Critical Role and that made me want to play D&D. But somewhere around, I remember it was my birthday of 2016. Like, it was a couple days after my birthday. I got in my first campaign. I love that group that I played with. I'm still friends with them to an extent. We don't play anymore. We only played for about 6 months, to be honest. But that's what started me into D&D. Like I said, about after 6 months after we stopped playing, I took the leap. I graduated college around then. I took the leap and started my own game. That game ran for about 3 years. Must have been about 3 years, because around 2019, going into 2020 was when we sort of fell apart. I started a second campaign with them. It just wasn't gelling as well. And I just sort of fell off. The pandemic happened. It was very sad, but I feel terrible because they're really good guys. It's just my personal stuff and just the way that the world was going in general. I didn't have the energy to play D&D or DM D&D specifically. So I'm wearing a DM shirt today. It's just a big old Roll20 with all the classes. D20, sorry. Right now I'm actually in a campaign again after a good year and a half or 2 years almost of not playing. Playing a wizard right now. It's very fun. I'm loving the character. Point is, all that to say, I am familiar. Okay, I got books. I'm still buying the books. Okay, I'm still playing D&D. I tried to play another system. It didn't go out so well. It's part of the other reason why that my group fell apart. But Critical Role, Vox Machina, love that group. I know this first season. I think okay. So I think it's got 2 seasons so far, like scheduled. I'm not sure what the second season is going to do, but I think the first season is just the Briarwood arc. So I'm very excited for that, but I'm also kind of more excited to see where they go from there, because I know the story just gets darker and deeper. I mean, the Chroma Conclave to start with, that doesn't even happen until after the Briarwoods, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the Briarwoods are like, yay, we killed the vampires. Spoilers. We killed the Briarwoods, and then they go to celebrate, and then bam, you got the Chroma Conclave, and I won't go into that because that one's gonna be a really good surprise if you haven't seen the original campaign yet. All those story beats that go on later in the I don't know how to like show, campaign, series, whatever. But anyways, I've heard that this is very raunchy, so I'm scared, because if you know me, my humor is not that way. I like just vulgarity for the sake of vulgarity is not my thing, and that's partially why I'm not watching Peacemaker right now, because I've heard, and I know who the character is, and I've heard and seen some clips, and I'm like, okay, everyone says it's good, but I don't like that humor. So I hope that I know that the first couple episodes kind of just like bam, throw you in with that, but I hope it kind of leans off later, and that we delve more into the nitty gritty of it, I guess. I'm okay with it, and sometimes my favorite character was Vax, obviously. So there has to be I have to have some appreciation of it. But anyway, oh my god. We're just gonna end the episode, see what happens, see how it is, and I'm very excited to be watching this. I guess it's 3 episode drops each week. Oh my god, I've been talking for 5 minutes already. I don't know the schedule that I'm going to be doing, but just know I am going to be watching this series. It's going to come out when it does. I know I say that for everything, but for real this time. I'm trying to get back, new year, new me type of shit. I'm trying to get back into reactions, get back into streamings. So if you're new here and you like what you see, please just, stick around. We'll get into this episode right now.
Until a great evil arrived. A brave group of heroes banded together, ready to face this evil.
Not this fucking...
First, the beast!
The Wish.com version looking ass.
What the fuck? You shall pay for it! Holy shit! Humanity will never fall to you!
Who is this?
Well, that was... something.
Sire,
I will not send our
How are
remaining
you
army
making
beyond
those
the city
paychecks?
walls until we know
Corey
who
Payton.
or what our enemy is. We must find more mercenaries.
and where, might I ask? The Taurian butchers are butchered, the murder hobos murdered, the death dealers
Not the
are all
murder hobos.
dead.
Then find someone worthy!
I heard you couldn't even rescue a cow from
What
a
even
burning
is that?
farm.
Like a dog, man?
What a
I've never heard of those.
fucking Too weak to tickle your own pickle.
Are you offering to help?
Yeah.
Eh?
No, fuck you.
Oh, I'm only asking you to give me a hand.
Oh, Jesus! Frog!
I think it...
What the fuck? No!
I had him.
Percy, please.
Come in, Percy!
Oh no.
I'm coming, Percy! There's so much happening. It's so chaotic. Trinket!
Good boy, Trinket! Over here!
Oh my god.
To bed, everyone in the realm. Yes, you can say it, Keyleth. I'm not ashamed.
Honestly,
Not the bag of holding.
why are
Just
we
putting all that
even
shit in there.
together?
Well,
The great
while you're
existential
all
question of
moping around,
D&D.
I have to
Why
train
are
the
we a
proverbial
group?
basilisk.
Okay, sir. Oh my god. What the fuck?
Oh, apologies. It has a mind of its own sometimes.
What's the matter with you?
Not the Matt Mercer clone.
We're really gonna see the sovereign looking like
Bruh.
this?
No precedentation? Come on.
Less than stellar.
Well, they do have a bear. It was quite ferocious. And the song was entertaining.
Why not
Please.
give them a chance?
They have a
Perhaps they're
bear,
more
so-
than meets the eye with.
Very well. You're hired, Vox Machina.
What was that about?
Mainly because I like the bear. Lady Allura will accompany you to the Shale Steps.
Damn, is that a fucking airship? Okay. I vaguely remember those airships.
Brother, I am telling you, I felt it. Right there in the throne room. I haven't felt that since...
Isn't this ship amazing? There's 2 bathrooms downstairs.
I'm trying to listen to the
Hey, by
plot.
the way,
The Everlight shine upon your home. Everything will be tip-top. Okay, I'm sure you'll survive these trying times, so good luck.
Are you sure you're a holy person?
Right. I'm liking the little tidbits of class.
Are they
I'm
not
thinking of a D&D mindset.
human?
I know I should be thinking of like a show mindset, but I like that, like, Vex is tracking like a ranger would.
Everyone get ready.
They have Pike as the cleric, and Keyleth is doing tree shit. Holy shit! Is that an actual dragon? Jesus Christ! Oh my god, if they go to later season, the Pike and Grog moment. Cool, but also it's a fucking thunder dragon. Why would you shoot it with thunder?
Did I just make it worse?
Or lightning, whatever. Lightning bolt.
Yeah, what have those fuckity fucks ever done for us? Except give us a job and a bunch of gold and treasure and stuff.
We fought a lot of things. I'm sorry, I wasn't certain until the dragon.
Is
been
he a
here
dragon?
Since Mother.
I don't
Sure
remember.
of Exile.
I know.
Oh my conclave.
Someone on the council must have been in contact with the dragon, or I don't know, but I'm sure it was real.
Doing, Scanlan?
Thinking of a rhyme for dead dragon? Cause I guess we're killing one.
I'm in.
Now I'm
It's
feeling
good.
things.
Quick little turnaround from that mopiness. I like that.
They don't feel right.
Oh, no, episode 2 right now. Sam and Travis are executive producers. Interesting. Oh, well, everyone else is. All right. So, interesting first episode. I had heard that it is a bit of a deviation from the actual story. I'm kind of seeing that. I think like the first 2 or 3 episodes are supposed to be like more of a sort of get to know the group. And then by episode 3 or maybe after that is when they actually introduce like, okay, this is where the campaign was. So yeah, I mean, I've been enjoying it. I don't think it's as vulgar or like whatever as I'd heard it was. So I'm excited for that. Like it's not as bad as I thought it was, unless it changes in the next couple episodes or something. But like even Scanlan's stuff, I never really gelled. I love Sam Riegel's humor at times. Like at times he's the riot. At times it's kind of like the stuff you see here where it's just like, oh my god, don't do that. But like yeah, like I said, from what I'd heard, I was really scared that I would like not like his character, but I think he's fine. Like I can work with that level. So if it stays this way, I think I'm gonna be fine with it. But you know, if this is the worst that they have to offer as far as that humor, potty humor type shit goes, it's gonna be fine. Like this is nothing. So I'm very excited for that. Just minor things. I think I've said all my thoughts throughout the episode, but just some things I didn't want to talk over a lot. Barroom Brawl. That's one thing I haven't done in the campaign yet. So I'm very excited that I've managed to avoid that trope of like destroying murder hobo in a barroom brawl kind of shit. I'm curious to see if anyone else plays D&D, if anyone else has felt that way, like if any, who has had that story, because I know it's like a very tropey thing to do. Is like let's tavern brawl kind of shit. I've never been part of one. I've never DM'd one, so I'm very, I don't know if it's blessed or cursed, but never had that happen. Like I said, Keyleth and Percy. That's one relationship I really like in the show. In the campaign, so I'm really hoping they do kind of do more with that. Right now it feels like Percy's kind of just there, which that is his character, but I know he has like he's always had like a kind of not a chemistry, because obviously I know he ends up with someone else, but him and Keyleth I feel like need to have more camaraderie together, because I think they are like, they were always like the sassy pretty people in the back kind of thing. So I want to see a little bit of that, but they had other good interactions that kind of hint to the relationships between these, like Pike and Grog. They very clearly set up that they have some sort of history together. They're setting up the Scanlan and Pike thing. They set up even Vax and Keyleth together, so you know they're hinting at some of these couples, not necessarily romantic couples, but at least just pairings and friendships going on. But that's the one that I'm like sorely like, where is that one? Because out of all of them, like I think they've hit every other sort of pair or duo, but they haven't hit I guess they haven't hit Vax and Grog yet either. But that's more of just a playful, like, you know, they don't have like a deep bond, you know. I think it's more of like, you know, a little banter thing between them. So I'd love to see that eventually, but I'm not like missing it. And obviously it's only the first episode. It's, you know, it's been 20 minutes, so it's like I don't know what I'm expecting like everything to be in this one episode. So we'll see where it goes from here. Obviously, again, this dragon thing, I don't really remember it. I don't remember, but anyways, I keep going between, do I want to spoil things for people who haven't seen it and show my knowledge, or do I just want to allude to it? So I think I'm gonna keep trying to be subtle on the spoilers, just in case anyone is watching the show for the first time and doesn't know the campaign at all. I'm trying to reel it back. I know I'm letting slip some like pairings and stuff, but I'm trying to reel it back a little bit with some of the spoilers. But with Vex's dragon sense, I know that's a ranger ability. A lot of people don't play ranger, okay? So, but anyways, I'm remembering that that's a thing. Some sort of presence. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but her dragon connection, basically. If I'm remembering correctly now, maybe that's what it is. One of the Chroma Conclave has to do with the Tal'Dorei console. Like I said, it's sort of foggy. I mean, it's been, what, 5 years, 6 years now since that campaign, so I don't remember everything with clarity, but I do remember, like I said, I remember there was an attack there later, and if what they're hinting to is what I think it is, then maybe it's green is what I'll say. If I'm correct in that assumption, let me know. But I don't remember. Like, I obviously recognize Kima and Allura; they're pretty big characters, but I don't recognize a lot of the other faces. So I know some of them are just made for the show. I know some of them are important, but they're not like too important. So yeah, that drow woman or whatever, whoever, man, I guess I don't know who it was. The pale faced. I'm assuming it was a drow because of the elf ears, but that person is just the one that I don't remember, and they're making it seem like that person is sinister. So yeah, if I'm right in it, green, if that makes any sense to anybody out there, that's the only thing I can think of. But anyways, yeah, I don't really have much to say. I'm very hungry, so my mind is like not with it right now, and I gotta get ready for work and shit. So, like I said, very excited for the show. It's actually, the reviews had been making it seem like it was not going to be as hype as it is, and I'm very excited for that because, like I said, I haven't been following the Critical Role group for a while now, but I am excited that they are getting this opportunity to show people and introduce people to more. Obviously, I think this show is a lot of critters. I mean, it has a 5-star rating right now on Amazon with 1728 reviews, #1 in the U.S. So top, trending and shit. So very good things coming out of it. I'm very excited for that. I just hope that, obviously Critical Role in general has inspired a lot of people to play D&D, be included. I just hope that this show can bridge that barrier between people who haven't even heard of Critical Role, and they're just like, oh, we've heard of Arcane and we've heard of, all these other hit animated shows. I can't even think of other ones right now, to be honest, but, for one thing, bridging the misconception that animation is for children. Obviously, I think by now, I hope that people realize that it's for all age. It can be any age. Like with Family Guy and shit like that. So I hope we're past that point of like animation is for children kind of bullshit. But also, I hope that this show can sort of introduce people to other types of genres. The vibrancy and the creativity that D&D and tabletop RPGs can provide for people. And I think I think people get a lot of flack because it's like, oh, it's for nerds shit, but no, it's like it's just helpful. Like, even take out the fantasy element, you could even do like a mundane world kind of shit. I've seen RPGs with that, where it's just regular world and you just roll a d20 to decide actions. I think it's such like a great exercise, even a fun little game you can play with any group of people, and just like sort of work on your creativity and your imagination and your reaction times. It's improv. There's so many good skills to come out of it. So I'm going down a rabbit hole now, but anyways, Setting Nothing But Love. Really excited for the show. Can't wait to watch more. Again, I don't really have a set schedule for when I'm going to watch this other than when I have time and when I'm excited to. So I'll try and get this out as soon as I can, as always. Let me know down in the thoughts below what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one.